Welcome back to episode number 16 of the Recovery Tapes. My name's Gary and I'm your host, and today we have been blessed with Bhoondi's travelling podcast setup, and this
Thank you.
is fucking prime, mate.
Is it? Oh, cheers. Thanks for that, brother. This is what I do. Obviously, I've got my own podcast and everything like that. So, yeah. But it was good fucking getting to meet you, Gaz.
I think it was, James said it to me. He goes, you need to meet him.
You really?
Yeah, you have to meet him. So the woo-woo is in the air between me and you, so to speak, man.
The woo-woo. We had a bit of a conversation before, obviously getting to know each other. This is our first time we've actually met.
Yeah.
But let's get. You want to get straight into it? What?
Yeah, fucking oath.
My journey or whatever. Have you got questions?
I've got.
How does this recovery? I've got a fair idea how it works.
So we're just going to start out with 5 easy questions for your life, mate. Just
mate.
Early beginnings and stuff. We're going to get to know you as a person, and then once we got to know you a bit and whatever you're comfortable to tell us with, we'll move forward into some questions, and then from there we'll start out, get a bit of a picture for you painted, and then we'll go into your years of addiction, and then I'm fucking excited to talk about the back end of it with what you've been doing in America and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Tell us a bit about yourself, bro. Where did you grow up, and what was life like for you as a kid?
I grew up here in Perth, West Australia. I grew up in the southeast, so a place called Langford.
Yep.
So born and bred, I was born and bred Claysbrook, East Perth. Parents migrated from Burma back in the 60s. So I think they've migrated 67.
Yep.
I was born in 1970, so I'm an old fella. So been living in the same house in Langford since 73. Growing up in Perth around the 70s and the 80s was it was like a real Huck Finn type of adventurous lifestyle. You know, there was Canning River, Swan River,
man,
the Coburn Sound, Rottnest Island, Penguin Island, Garden Island. So it was very adventurous, marining, bloody joogieing, catching tatties, catching frogs, doing all that sort of stuff, catching rabbits.
Yeah, man.
Very, very nice, beautiful, fun lifestyle it was growing up in Perth back in the day. Big country town.
Yeah.
And then cut a long story short, no, it was good. I come from a big family, big Asian Burmese family. Very close knit. The family. Obviously, we've all got issues. Every family has an issue, but the undercurrent of my family and my mother always gave, and my sisters and my parents always love. Even though there was a few issues, and everything, there was always love, and that's what got me through all the addictions and all the trauma and everything like that. Yep. But then the addictions and the meth and the speed. I remember it was, would have been late 80s, say 87, 88, around there, 88, 89, right? 88, 89. I heard about this drug called speed. It was like, I just heard about it, and then all of a sudden it was like wildfire was fucking everywhere, and then everyone was sticking needles in their arms. And have you ever pressed a needle?
So let's do a bit of a deeper podcast here for people. Let's not hold back here, because
I'm going to hold back.
I first injected at 16 and I first tried it at 15.
It's about the same.
And so the stuff that I tried was Shabu, uncut, full clean Thai gear, man.
Thai gear, the Asian.
Now, I used to be able to basically take 3/4 of a halfway out and put chop in it.
Yeah.
And everyone in Perth here thought it was fucking off its
still
rocket,
flying, mate.
Yeah, this shit it'll drop people. And you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
That. So can you tell us and some of the younger listeners what the purity and what it was like in Perth in the 80s? Because a lot of people would have been shooting and not smoking, eh?
No, it was shooting back then, and not smoking. No, it would have been. It was all shooting. It was from the back in Western Australia, in Perth here. We've got a massive bikie culture.
That's probably the way to say it.
Yeah. So it was run by them. I'm not going to name the organisations, but it was like the drugs were manufactured and run by them. Yep. The quality was hit and miss. There was a lot of stuff that, like, I knew a couple of cooks myself when I was growing up, and so I used to be their fucking their guinea pig per se.
Yeah. Not a bad thing to be, bro. When you're living that life and you're that person, it's
I don't know. It's like, what would you say? Yeah, you're getting, back then, my purpose in life was, honestly, I wasn't unemployed. All I wanted to do was just fucking jam shit in my arm.
Yeah, man.
And just fucking, and and that was it. The purity was hit and miss. It was good sometimes, but mostly it was cut. It was jumped on.
Yeah.
A lot of it jumped on.
Yeah, man.
But look, let me take you through, like, obviously I come from childhood trauma, and I think the first time I ever had the speed was about, like, I remember it very vividly.
Yeah.
It was like my mate's house. I remember I put my head away, and then all of a sudden it was like a fucking. It was like I had an emptiness inside me, and it filled that fucking emptiness. It was like a warm hug.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Does that make sense to you?
I'll never forget that warmth.
It was like a sense of belonging, bro. Yeah, it was like but if we extrapolate that and we move forward really quickly, and we'll digress and we'll go back to that. But
this is going to be a good podcast.
It was more with me and the substance. It was more. I was in love with it. I had an intimate relationship with that drug.
All right, can you tell us a bit more for people who don't understand what you're talking about? Because I know exactly what you mean, and I also had a love affair with it, and I also had a love affair with a bottle of Valium as well. And so can you explain a little bit more about the love that you feel for a drug and a chemical connection over a love for a person?
Look, it's like when your body produces a lot of chemicals when not just normally when you're connecting with a person, it's the serotonin, it's the dopamine, it's your oxytocin. So that connection, and all of those fucking drugs. See, the meth drug is chemically looks like dopamine. So it tricks your fucking body in flooding yourself into dopamine. So dopamine into serotonin, and then obviously the oxytocin. So you are bonding with that chemical. In a way, it's tricking you to I fell in love with the fucking thing.
Yeah, man.
I was in love. That's the only way I can explain it. I had a relationship with it. When I was happy, it made me happy. When I was sad, it made me happy. Yeah, when I was fucking like all fucked up in my head or just was confused, it made me calm. I formed a bond with it.
It's almost like having a partner, isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was exactly like having a partner. I've never had a relationship in my life. I've never been in love.
Yep.
I know what it's like. I know what it is. But I've never had that unconditional love.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had fucked up relationships, but it was more of the things we had in common were trauma and fucking and fighting and drugs. These are the main things, and having really, really wild sex.
That's an addiction as well in itself. Yeah.
Well, there's the dopamine and the oxytocin that you are really addicted to. But look, I read a book called "Chasing the Scream" by Johan Yahari. I'll get the name. I fucked up his name, but it was about. Cut a long story short. In this book, in one section, one chapter, they talk about the cocaine and rats.
Yeah, right.
So the experiment was putting a rat in. You had a rat cage, and all it was a rat in a cage, and it had one of those water
like a drip feed water
with cocaine in it, and it kept going back to the cocaine until it died. And then what they did, cut long story short, the scientists went, oh, wait a minute, you just got nothing. He's got no stimuli, just the cocaine and nothing else. So he's going to go back to it. So what he did, he's made a rat world. So he put female rats in there. He put, those rat wheels and other things that would keep him occupied.
Yeah.
So he did that. He put the cocaine and water And then he had another one with just water.
Just water, yeah.
He put put the rats back in there. They went to the cocaine first. They only went to it once. And then that was it. They kept going back to the water. And they kept interacting with themselves. And what he discovered was that sense of belonging. It was having a sense of belonging, having community, having a purpose. So like for years, bro, fucking for years and years and years. Like I moved to Melbourne after I fucking wanted to really kick the addiction. Like when I went, yeah, this is not my life. I don't want to do this. It was probably around 2003.
Yep.
I'd been in highly addiction from 1989 all the way up to there. So from about, say, the first 2 years of addiction was great. You know, it was like fucking, oh yeah, I'd work and then I'd get on Thursday night, and it was like fucking, yeah, I was young and kept bouncing back, and it filled that hole, and I felt invincible, and it was good. But then I got addicted to it, and then I became more of an introvert.
Yeah, right.
So then it was more, I had fucking jobs, factory jobs, labouring jobs, fucking roof tiler, everything. But
run-of-the-mill junkie jobs.
Run-of-the-mill junkie jobs. Yeah. But I never did crime. Never did crime. I hung around with people who did crime. Yeah. You know those fucking those dens you used to hang out in, and like
I can still smell them.
You know what I mean? Like where all the methies used to hang out, and like there was fucking communities of fucking you just birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. So you do fucking find your community, and like I hung around with fucking criminals, but I never did crime. Yeah. But I knew people that did bad crime.
Yeah, man.
So I used to get on a Thursday night. This is my fucking routine for fucking about 10 years. Get on Thursday night.
Yep.
And that was me from Thursday night to fucking Sunday night.
Yep.
Get on. And I'm going to be fucking candid and true.
Did you used to keep a bit for Monday morning? Were you one of them guys?
Tried to keep a bit for Monday morning, but then like I reckon every fucking... I wouldn't go to work every fucking one Monday out of 4, I'd go to work. So that's why I used to fucking get sacked all the time.
Yeah, man. That's what I mentioned, the run of the mill junkie jobs, because the guys that you work for know what you're doing, and they're just seeing what they can get out of you until you fuck up. Like I remember that.
Yeah. But no, that's how I felt, and that's how I felt when I was a fucking taster as well. Like, that's what they were doing. But then I used to get on, and then Thursday fucking get on that for the whole weekend and do your fucking junkie life, play PlayStation.
Yeah, man.
Masturbate, then play more station, and masturbate more, then play more on PlayStation. And that was my life, man. SimCity was the game, by the way.
So building things. So when did all of this, what you're talking about, right?
Mm.
When did this transition to start affecting the people that you loved and cared about, like your close family? Man.
Yeah, good transition, right? Good segue. When you're in the height of addiction, it's selfish.
Fucking oath it is.
You don't think you're hurting anyone else.
You don't have the brain capacity to think on that level, do you?
So all you are thinking is about, I'm only fucking hurting myself. Who gives a fuck what everyone else is thinking? But in actual fact, the rest of the people that love you can fucking see what's going on.
For real, man. This is why we podcast too, to let people know where you're going to end up. Like.
Yeah. So, like, my parents fucking obviously knew that I was living at home and I was a junkie. And,
man.
It was like, it was more, I was 30 years old and fucking living at home, fucking being a junkie. My parents knew what I was doing. They obviously fucking did. I was up all fucking night. And then also my sisters knew what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one day, I remember my sister said to me that, Sister Celine, the eldest girl, she said to me, because you're fucking up this family. Just what you're doing is you're hurting this family. And that fucking affected me. And she turned her back against me. And then my sister Lisa did the same thing. And these two girls I look up to. These are my these are great role models of mine. The two people I really look up besides my parents.
Yeah.
And then that affected me. And then one day, I was on a binge, and it's 50 minutes. I do talk. Sorry, bro.
Don't worry about it, bro.
One day I was I'd finished a 4-day binge, and there's a movie called fucking Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel.
Yep.
One of the scenes in the Bad Lieutenant, he's been up all night, been up for a week, exactly what I did on cocaine and everything like that. He's standing in front of the fucking mirror and he's going, I'm better than this. I am better. And that's how I fucking did. Then all of a sudden, I had a mate living in Melbourne at the time. And it was like a moment of fucking of clarity, like an empathy, like just fucking. It was weight just lifted off my shoulder. I'm going to fucking Melbourne, and that's what it did. It was like my loved ones turned their back on me.
Yep.
And then having that of I'm going to fucking I've got a fucking place to go. This is it. And then from that day, it kept working. But when I was in Melbourne, for the first 7 years of that time, for the first 7 times I came back to Perth, I'd get on. And then I realised that I can't hang out with those people anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was waiting for that part. Perth's really bad like that.
Yeah.
It's, like you said before, the big country town feel that Perth is. I don't think there's many people that get out of jail, rehab, come back to the state that last long here.
You've got to be fucking strong-willed and have purpose. You know, don't get me wrong. It wasn't the fucking easiest thing, but to realise, to have the self-awareness, bro.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Do you get like to have that self-awareness of fucking? If I want to fucking change, I've got to do A, B, and C. You know, like every time I used to come back, I used to ring up my fucking dealer.
Yeah.
He used to pick me up from the airport.
I was just about to say, you fucking let him know you're coming.
He used to pick me up from the airport with a loaded gun.
That's exactly what happened when I got out of jail, man. I said to the boys, come and pick me up. And by the time I didn't even make it out of Wanneroo. I didn't even make it fucking down 3 streets. And I was already cooking, man. Got out from doing 3 years as well. So it was like,
you would have been fucking weighing, just fucking.
I was swaying, cunt. It was colours. Everything was fluorescent colours. Like,
what is it? It's like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't put as much as shit as I used to put. Man, I used to fucking jam fucking cocaine, grams of cocaine, bro.
I didn't even ask how much it was. I just grabbed it and had it. And when I had it, I went, how much was that? And all the boys went, that was 3 points of fucking.
3 points?
Like, top notch.
That would have fucking blown your head away, bro.
Well, that's why I didn't sleep for the first 5 days of being out, and it broke my mum's heart, man. I come back home. So she picked me up from prison. I've told this on another podcast as well. At Acacia, you know where Acacia is?
I know Acacia. Yeah.
So we're driving all the way back from Acacia with all the beautiful rocks and the scenery and everything. And I'm telling mum everything that a mother wants to hear from her son when he's just gotten out of prison.
Yeah.
And then she saw me fucking 6 days later get dropped off by the same car that picked me up, and I was fucking 10 kilos less, just looking like a ghoul.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me with coming back to Perth after your story of that. Like, and then a lot of guys don't break that cycle, man. They go back to prison, they get out, do it again, get out, do it again, get out, do it again.
Now let's fucking break it. Let's really let's unpack the fucking. How did we get out of that? How did we break the fucking cycle?
So let's go into the next question, I think, off the back of what you just said. So would you say that going to Melbourne was your turning point, or was that your point where you realised, okay, I need to start looking where I'm going to turn to get off this road? Because I don't think it's something that you can just decide one day I'm going to be clean and better. You need to start planning for it, don't you?
It is something that's going to, you got to be self-aware of the fact that you want to change.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before.
Yeah, man.
Guys, an addict, it has to be the addict's decision to change. And no one else's.
Couldn't have said it better.
They're not going to fucking, you're not going to change because we're all stubborn fucking people, man. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't want to be listened to what other people, we don't want to be told what to fucking do.
So was that your turning point going to Melbourne, or was that the first foot forward for you?
That was the first foot forward.
Yeah.
Look, it was the best thing I ever did was go to Melbourne. It gave me the weaponry to come back to Perth to fight the demons.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll tell you mine now.
Yep.
My turning point for me was going to a trap house at 2:00 in the morning with my mate, right? And I didn't want to go there, but we had nowhere to go.
The trap house.
And it was raining, man.
Yeah.
And I was trying to charge my phone at a primary school with this fucking charger that I had in my pocket for like fucking 6 days, and I had to bend it to get it to work. And I was so high, man. And I was just like, do you remember those nights, man?
Yeah.
I was so fucking angry at myself for still doing that. And my mate's like, we can get on. And I'm like, fucking whatever, let's go. So we went there, right? And there was this beautiful girl there, man.
Mm.
And so now we've been together for 9 years and have 2 kids.
Is that the same?
Yeah. But so that's me, bro.
Yeah.
I went with her frequency and her vibration.
Yes, boy.
In a house full of emptiness and people with basically no souls because they had overthought every aspect of their lives being awake for so long in a lounge room in a house that
you do lose like, your fucking soul,
so
man.
So this girl was the only one that I looked at in the eyes and connected with, right? And so now that was my first realization. If I want this girl to take me seriously, I need to start putting a better foot forward. So that was my Melbourne. I started going to my mate's house and showering every day. I stared
just getting
going to the chemist and getting fresh needles every day instead of using the dirty bunties that were in my bag,
bro. Do you know? Sorry to digress here. Fucking how lucky are we?
We're very lucky, but
go. Sorry, you go.
Also, as well, man, like that's a hard time to come out of, and people need to hear that, man. To go from making that decision of I'm gonna be better. That's a fucking hard 5 to 10 days for a drug addict, man.
But what was it though?
I wanted her attention.
So it was a girl. It was love.
It was, she made me feel. And then she looked at me and goes, don't you want more than this though? Yeah. And I don't know what it was. Like I said, the frequency of her voice.
Yeah.
It just made me weak, man. I had this facade and this like I'm this, I know these people, like you fuck with me, this is what's gonna happen. And then all of a sudden I walked in and this girl had just completely unraveled that with a smile and 5 words. And I was like, you're a weak cunt, Gary. In my head, I remember saying to myself, you're so weak at the moment, man. And that was the second part that made me go, okay, well, if you're weak and you need to get this girl's attention, the only thing you can do is claim back some of your masculinity here and start cleaning yourself up. And
that's interesting. Claiming back your masculinity.
Well, because I was a bitch, man.
Same.
To the drugs and the needle, I was a
bitch to the drug and the needle.
There were hookers that had more fucking self-respect than me at that time.
Boy, no shit.
Can you relate to that, man?
I can relate to that, yeah.
And
for sure.
They might, at least they were getting money for what they were doing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I look at it like that and I really do believe that. Like there was a point in my life where I didn't even consider myself to be anything more than the needle that I pushed in my arm.
Yeah.
And now here we sit talking like this. It's fucking crazy, man.
It is fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy where, like, I look, sometimes, you know, it's about, that's who I am. I've never fucking changed what I've done in my life.
Yeah.
There was no mistakes. That's what happened. There's no mistakes. Even though, like, you know, the hardest part, like, I look back on my life and everybody has to look back on their life and fucking go, oh, there's going to be parts of your life you're not going to be proud of.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to be ashamed of. But you know what? A lot of people don't accept the fact that that was shameful or that was fucking bad or that once you accept the fact that that's
what it is.
That's what it is. Then you can move on. Once you accept the fact that the trauma that's happened to you has happened to you. Mm-hmm. With trauma, it can, I think I said this to you over a fucking message.
Yeah.
With trauma, it does one or two things. Mm-hmm. It could make you fucking shrivel up and fucking into a little fucking loser prune fucking drug addict, or it could make you soar like a fucking eagle.
I haven't had trauma and I'm not scared to talk about it, but I tread very carefully because I'm very aware that I have essentially glided through life with some of the situations and shit that I've been through, and I haven't had anything that's traumatized me in a deep, dark way like that, man. So for me personally, I can only relate to using around self-destruction.
That's the same.
Can you tell us about that?
What, self-destruction?
With drugs, when you don't know what to do with your thoughts or anything, so you just...
Look, when you're in the height of addiction,
yeah,
it's like that. Like we talked about homeostasis.
Yeah.
It's like finding that fucking that comfort spot.
Yep.
And I don't know whether it was pain. We talked about
escape. Yeah.
I think it might have been.
Okay.
I think it would have been that even though I was physically put in pain, like putting a needle in your arm, drawing it back, doing all that sort of stuff is physical pain, but it
feels good at
the time, it's an ends to the mean. You know, you want to that good feeling, it doesn't matter. And then that becomes part of the routine and then becomes part of the ritual.
So this is where people that smoke gear think they're better than us that use like that. And there's that break in stigma. So you can shoot up or smoke it. It doesn't make you any better or different.
It's the same. You are escaping. It is the finding that homeostasis of feeling that, like I said before, there was an emptiness inside me and it made me feel whole.
Yeah, fucking oath.
So it was, dude, when I think about it, it was a form of escaping. It was the, that, it was that.
Yeah, it is that, isn't it?
It was me just trying to escape from the pain that I had forgotten about, and I only just fucking remembered it.
So who believed in you, or what believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself?
Oh fuck!
Take as long as you need, brother.
My ether, my purpose believed in me. I ended up believing in myself, whether it was, I don't know. I do know. Look, I've always known that I wasn't that guy.
Yep.
I wasn't a drug addict. I knew that.
Yep.
I fucking always knew that.
I can feel that right now, man.
But I didn't know how to get out of. I really was confused, bro.
Yeah.
It was like there was a massive fuzz over me, and I couldn't escape it, like a cloud.
Yeah. So how did your mind state start to shift once you realised that there was a cloud?
Well, I started doing more things about making my mind stronger.
Fuck yeah.
Making my mind stronger, because I knew that my mind was weak. I didn't have willpower, didn't have that strength in my mind.
The discipline that
comes with what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I knew that. So I just started doing ice baths, like cold water treatments.
Okay.
Started meditating, like properly doing guided meditations and really listening and pushing through and making sure that I was doing everything and really immersing myself in that.
Yep.
Reading a lot of self-help books.
Yep.
Like a Jordan Peterson and just those simple fucking things,
I like Jordan
bro.
Peterson.
Yeah, so do I.
If you can see past him telling you what to do.
Yeah. The 12 Rules of Life, bro. Fucking, I recommend that, guys. One of the books, major books of that got me through. A lot of self-help books. Listening and journaling as well.
Yeah.
Journaling a lot about yourself. Putting how you feel on paper.
Yep.
It sounds cliche, but once you see it on paper, you're looking at your life outside the glass jar.
Yeah, fuck.
So that's basically what journaling is for me. Is I'm looking at myself. I'm taking myself out of the situation and just going back here and going, okay, this is where I'm at. This is how I'm feeling.
Fuck yeah.
And then moving on from that. But being consistent in that. Also being consistent in fitness. in my body and doing everything. I work out at 6-7 times a week. I spar 7 times a week. I swim. I make sure that I do all that, and that's how I got my strength through. That's how I did. But it was that consistency.
Yeah,
it was that making my mind stronger first, I think.
It's a very big part of recovery, isn't it?
What's that?
Making your mind strong for your new life.
Yeah.
It's I did it through.
Wow, this is a great podcast, guys.
I am a great podcast, brother. And that's just to let everybody know, Bhoondi isn't just a fucking
Bhoondi cunt.
Bhoondi, sorry. Oh, you forgot my name twice.
This guy's name, this guy Kerry.
Yeah.
No, Gary.
See, this is the beginning of a fucking good long friendship, man.
I know, bro.
So,
Bhoondi. No, let's go Bhoondi and Kerry.
Welcome back to the Bhoondi and Kerry podcast.
Beautiful, bro.
I mean, like the mind state that you need to carry, and this is going to blow people away. I walked into an old bookshop in the city, and when you're recovering from drugs and alcohol, if you smell the smell of old pieces of paper bunched in one place, go to it. Follow your instincts. So there was an old bookshop in the city, and I was walking past it, and you know that smell of old books? I could smell knowledge.
Knowledge.
And I went down the staircase, man. And so I was with my missus at the time. I won't go into this part of it because you will hear another side of my story that will blow you away as well. Me and my missus had quite a lot of money in the city, and we were just cruising around.
Yeah.
Essentially, you know what I'm getting at there. And we had a bit of play money. There was a bit of money. So I asked her to buy me some books. And she bought me a book about the telescope and how the telescope was very first invented.
Oh, okay.
And it was
Galileo.
It's a very powerful book. So essentially, he just went up on a rooftop and did what you spoke about. He just looked outside of the conventional norms.
Yeah.
And all he did was look at a moon through a cylinder like that. And he realized that they could essentially pinpoint places and that and et cetera. And so with that thought, he took that, and that's where the first telescope was created. But when I was in recovery, what I heard was think outside the box. Don't follow the norms.
Yeah.
You are your own telescope, Gary.
Yeah.
Anything you want to see, you can.
Yeah.
Rock bottom.
Wow. That is fucking poignant, bro.
Rock bottom is not a bad place. And I'll tell you why. Because if you build your foundations on rock, it will be fucking solid at the top.
That's solid, bro.
And that's what the book taught me, man. The book taught me that this guy, he was shunned by everything at the time. The church.
Yeah.
He was killed. I think they killed him, bro.
They did.
Yeah, exactly. And so
he was persecuted majorly.
Massively. And so what I learned was that even though he was persecuted, he helped men move forward in a better way for theirself, in a weird way without trying to. And for me, that was huge. I don't know if that's just me and I'm a weirdo and I see things differently, but...
No, I think we all meant to see things differently.
Yeah, cool.
We all meant to think outside the fucking box. There's reasons why there's a status quo. You know, you don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah, man.
You don't want to upset anybody. But sometimes I think, fuck the status quo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just fucking look outside. If you don't fucking feel right, your body, like if you're living the wrong, your body, if you're living the wrong life, your body is gonna fucking tell you. But some people aren't self-aware of that,
and you can't tell them to be aware of themselves.
And that's addiction, bro. This is where you know, like I think both of us. We were self-aware of our own our own person, and who we were, but we were a little bit. But obviously, confused and blinded by our addiction.
So I had an alter ego. I was a graffiti artist and I used to write grams, coincidentally, as in grams of gear.
You used to what?
Tag graffiti with a spray can.
Yeah.
I used to run it everywhere around in Perth, man. Grams.
Oh, really?
Everywhere. It was fuck, man. It was everywhere. I was homeless. I was a crackhead. I had nowhere to live.
Homeless.
So I just roamed everywhere, just writing my name everywhere. And it had zero purpose in it, 0 point. But at the time, I think now I look back on it, I was going around and spraying that name everywhere, all over the city, because that is not who I was going to be in this city when I was an adult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it has this I have these weird backflip metaphors that I do with myself. And so sometimes I still see them around, man. Sometimes sometimes they're still fucking on the poles in the city, or a bus will come past and I've scratched it in the side of a bus. That, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, walk past a shop window or an old train and there's just a massive frosty, man. And you see me cooked as fuck with a piece of glass, just
fucking do it.
And they would be huge, man. I'd climb up on the top of buildings that had rickety, rusty old ladders with a big fat cap.
There's an impact there. What? Is it because you wanted to...
It was destruction, man.
You were fucking playing out. You were screaming out.
I was screaming at myself.
Yeah.
And I was writing it on walls subconsciously so that when I saw it when I wasn't cooked, I was like, look at what you were doing, cunt.
How does that make you feel now? Shameful?
No, it's a sense of empowerment.
There you go, bro. You got to. You have to turn that into a positive. You have to.
I know some guys that
you have to make it more empowered for you.
I know one guy that turned what I just said into a full-blown tattoo business.
Really?
It's one of the fucking biggest tattoo artists in Perth.
So there you go.
That's what I mean. Like, you listening out there, if you're an addict or you have these backgrounds, enhance it into positivity and business and money and manifest the life that you always thought you could live when you were high all those nights. Because,
man, I used to, dude, when I was fucking high, I used to manifest this life I'm living right now.
Can you tell us about that?
What, the manifesting?
Yeah, man.
Like, I always knew that I was going to be a storyteller. I love podcasting.
Yep.
I loved hearing stories. I love telling stories.
Yep.
I love docos. But yeah, I just knew that I knew that I wasn't this fucking drug addict cunt.
Yep.
You know, I knew that I was something better than that. Something that had a bit more creativity in them.
Yep.
You know?
We can feel it buzzing inside you, can't you?
Yeah. Everyone's creative, bro. Yeah, we're born to be creative. You know?
I think your habits in your life can dull your creativity.
I think what we do,
I eat a lot of sugar out of recovery. This is something I wanted to talk to you about too.
Yeah.
When you recover from drugs, your body will naturally crave sugars.
Yes.
In a fucking huge way. I've been clean for 8 years. I'm only just realizing how much sugar I consume in a day and how bad it is for my body. But it's another level of stuff I wanted to speak about because it is a part of self-destruction. If you feed yourself with high levels of sugars after being a speed addict, you're essentially still telling your body, like you were talking about before, that we run on this high intense level of just basically a car redlining, like
exactly.
And I'm only realizing now, and I think the reason I've met you, and this is fucking beautiful, this shit, man. We were speaking about breath work off camera.
Yeah.
We were speaking about meditation. Some of the stuff you're doing in America and some of the people that you've met is where I think I need to be in 2 to 3 years, not necessarily going to America making videos and stuff, but meditation, breath work, speaking to other people with cameras and documents, leveling up essentially in that.
And create and just acquiring what you're doing now, just keep going, keep pressing forward, being consistent. Storytelling is something that is making a bit of it's in the zeitgeist at the moment. Like it's really popular. Yeah. So obviously Netflix and all these documentary makers are quite popular at the moment. Country music quite popular because it tells a story. Podcasting is popular, and again, it's about telling stories.
Do you think this is because of the introduction of AI, do you think human beings are searching for something real that they can connect to? All right, guys, we had a bit of a glitch there, but we're back. Everything's all good now. So we were talking on storytelling and touching on the power of that.
Yeah.
And so we spoke about off camera about this. Can you sort of tell us what your take on the storytelling part of recovery does for people in recovery, and how spirituality can touch on the storytelling aspect as well to make it a bit more connection for people with that sort of to truth of knowledge rather than just, going to a doctor for a pill to be okay?
Oh, fucking hell, man. This is going to be hard.
Yeah, man. I don't ask easy questions, bro.
Yeah. Storytelling and addiction.
Yep.
And mate, I don't know.
Yeah. So Charlie Sheen's just released a documentary.
Yeah, that's a great doco. Fuck, it's awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Look, here we go. Storytelling. I think storytelling is important for recovering recovering addicts.
Yep.
To hear other people's experiences.
Yep.
And like when you hear a story that you relate to or resonate to, you fucking, your ears prick up, and then that resonation, you're all vibrations, and then you resonate. It goes, oh fuck, and you listen to this person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I felt like that.
Yep.
Now, what's he doing that I want to do?
Or I'm not doing.
Yep. That I'm not doing, man. It goes back to the books and stuff like that, Peterson. Like I knew, I used to look at fucking people when I was in high addiction. I used to go, fuck, I'm a fucking loser. I'm this, I'm that. Then I used to look across, I used to look at other people and go, he's got his fucking shit together. How does he fucking do that?
Yeah. I think the comparison to other people is a big problem as well. I had a bad problem with that, man. I was always looking at other guys going, why does he have that, man? Why don't I have that? And then you don't know how they got that. You assume they worked hard to get it. But what I come to find was 3/4 of people who had something didn't understand what they had because it was just given to
them. That's true as well.
And so you, as a bloke or an addict, you're looking at other people going, how the fuck does he have that car? But you don't know that daddy's just paid it off.
That's
and
true.
Got a new car and then given it to him. You're just and he's not telling you that.
Yeah.
And so if you judge yourself in recovery against other people, it's going to be fucking hard, man.
Comparison is the killer of joy.
Yeah.
Comparison is the killer of joy. But let's go back to the storytelling as well. But I think, storytelling, what you're doing now, podcasting, telling people stories, it's important. You're getting a lot of traction. Dude,
I hope so, man. I hope so.
I think all addicts resonate with all addicts.
Yeah.
And do you find, like, if you're in a social situation and you're talking to a complete stranger, do you find that, like, do you pick up on other addicts? Like,
of course you do, man. I walk into a job site with 500 people.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I'm doing is catching eye contact with all the other clean addicts or addicts, and it's just a salute of, my brother. It's not, sometimes.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
That's a vibrational frequency.
Is it the frequency that we're doing?
So
we're giving off?
I can't believe I've forgotten the name of this book. Fuck, man. There's a book.
That's not the name of the book, listeners.
No. This book is called Frequency. That's what it's called.
Oh, really?
It's just called Frequency. And the lady that wrote it, and you would understand this, she had to travel the world to understand what it actually meant. And a lot of people think all the bells in Germany and Poland and, all that part of the world in World War II, they told us all to believe that they were melted down for bullets.
Yeah.
But those bells resonate healing frequencies. And that's why they used to play them from the church every Sunday, and people would come and flock at the church because the bells and the frequency was healing people in a mass every Sunday. And when World War II come, think about it, bro. Think about it, bro. And that's what it is. It's the frequency connection to something it's that chemical that you spoke about at the very start. When you feel another soul that has bonded with that oxytocin and that chemical like you were talking about before, you vibrate and levitate on a different frequency and you are in a different zone energetically to someone who is not. So when you have felt that vibration and you're around another vibrator, you can feel it, man.
Yeah, no, you do. I know another addict. I know another guy. I know another person that will carry trauma the same as me.
Yeah,
the same trauma that I do. I feel that. I can see it. I sense it as well. Oh, yeah, you're right. We're all fucking vibrations. You know, we are, and wow.
If you cut a tomato in half, right, and it's a simple fucking thing to do. You just get a tomato, and cut it in half. You look at the internals of a tomato. There is no straight lines. In nature...
Well, there's no straight lines in nature as well.
Nature is curvature. If you look at the inside of a flower petal and you pull apart a flower, it's overlapping. If you look at the DNA of a tomato, look at the DNA of a marijuana plant. If you look at the DNA of that tree bush that's there is not one straight line. So I have a theory that the Romans created gridlock straight line cities with places like the Colosseum where you could only go and see bloodlust and drink wine on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you can't get that anywhere else. So we'll make the people walk like zombies down straight line roads and disconnect them from nature and the connection to spirituality, make them put shoes on so they're not connected to the ground anymore, and then go make them yearn to see another man die.
Do you think that's the first of our mind, the controlling
fucking oath,
controlling
human beings with
society and people and.
Well, I can see you smiling. I've just put a thought in your head.
No, I've always believed that every society around the world has
an
every power has tried to control the masses.
And this is true, people.
It's happening now.
This is not uncommon knowledge, but not everybody knows about it. If you search it on the internet, it'll come up as truth. In the 1980s, the CIA went around and they kidnapped black people, hookers, homeless people, guys that have just had their whole families die in car crashes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Basically people who had no connection to big groups of people saying, oh, where did he go? Yeah. So loners in the area. Yes. Hookers that were pushed away from their families and no one cared about them anymore. Drug dealers that were running the streets. They took them all and put them in a mental institution. And what they did was they tried to turn liquid acid into a weapon.
You're talking about
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Yeah. This is 60s, 60s, 70s. Yeah.
Sorry.
So you've read the book.
I believe that ancient societies come up with this. And it's been passed down through the royals for a long time. And now it's so far disconnected from Rome that I can speak about it.
Look, I wouldn't fucking... I wouldn't be surprised.
If you give a man a purpose that has no purpose for fucking 1 minute a day in the Colosseum, they're going to yearn to be that man every day, all day, and they're going to do some dirty dog shit to get there.
You're right.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
So we've turned from recovery into conspiracy theory.
No, not really, because it's interesting. It's got to be spoken about, man, because it's another element of it. Like, where did this all come from? Why is our society so controlled by drugs? Because let's face it, it is. There's got to be someone at the top making this all happen, and it's not a conspiracy in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's a conversation that has been manipulated through people. Oh, you can't talk about that. And now it's been 50 years since MK Ultra, and everyone's like, you can't talk about that, because I don't think that's true. I think we need to speak about these niche topics, and we need to hear everyone's opinion on it to gain a different outlook than the one that we've just been told to believe, because that story I just told was from the internet, so it could be completely wrong as well in another aspect as well. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of shit goes out there, man.
Look, I think, like I said before, every society, everybody, there's
fucking
all through the history of man, a small power always wanting to control the masses. A small power is always wanting to control the masses. A central power is always wanting to control the masses. Yeah. So I believe in that. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I wouldn't be surprised about anything these days.
Yeah.
They fucking it was COVID that fucking, like, when COVID came, it really opened the eyes. It was like a circuit breaker. That's when I started to really read a bit more and really strengthen my mind.
I think a lot of people do. I know a bloke who didn't get the COVID jab.
I had to get the COVID.
Yeah, I think heaps of people did, but like I really take my hat off to the people that didn't.
Yeah.
How fucking hard would that have been to not, but they haven't. And
that would have been hard.
Fucking oath it would have been.
Yeah, I had to do it because my father was dying, and I was forced to.
My daughter
to comply.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember being told by where I was working that if I didn't, I was going to lose my job. And
yeah, that's pretty far.
I was only clean for like fucking 6 months or 7 months. I had a little baby girl at home, and I was just fucking scared. And I just remember thinking to myself, well, you've had 1,000 shots before. What's one more going to fucking do? And now I look back and go, holy shit, man. Like, I wish I didn't have that one.
It's just like, well, I choose to put this fucking dirty shit in my body. And I don't want to put that dirty shit in my body. I don't choose to put that dirty shit. You're making me. I choose to put that in my fucking body.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of took that off track a bit. I took that off track, but I'm enjoying this conversation.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
I'm enjoying it. And so...
Look, with my addiction, I still acknowledge it. I still say that I am a recovering drug addict, which I am. I still have not daily thoughts. You know, I used to have daily thoughts about putting needles in my arm. The thoughts of the drawback and getting on and getting high.
Yeah, man.
But now those thoughts are few and far between. Like when I get at a low ebb, I usually would regress back to a coping mechanism. You know, whether it be masturbation or addiction or smoking or drinking or whatever. But I don't have them days as frequent as I used to. They are few and far between. And also when I do have a bad day, it doesn't last.
Yeah, that's good.
It doesn't like days used to turn to weeks, used to turn to months.
Fucking nice.
But now it's a moment. It's a bad moment, not a bad week or a bad month.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, can you explain to people how you get to that point? So, like, it all starts out to be really hard, and then
it's about consistency. It's about leaning into that feeling of discomfort. I think when you lean into it and not escape from it, you understand it a bit more. It's getting used to the fact. And then once you start getting used to it, it's about to get used to it, you got to accept it.
Fuck yeah.
You have to accept the fact that shit has happened to you, and you can't change that. You can't change that. But I've got, man. But what you can change, what you can control, you haven't got control. I use this saying all the time. You don't have control of what happens to you. You know, whether in your past or in your future, but you have control of how you react to it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So when I recommend meditation, when I started doing meditation, what meditation gave me, it gave me the space between thinking and reacting.
Yeah, right.
And just having that space of not reacting, of going, oh, wait a minute. Oh, feeling the feeling and not reacting straight away, but feeling the feeling and going, what is that? Okay. I'm not going to react like emotionally. I don't have to. So it's about that, about being in control. Oh, where's my phone? There's a Victor, what's his name? We can cut this bit out, don't worry about it. It's a great saying. He's
Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom.
Anyway, that was that.
I'll hit you with a good saying. I cried because I had no shoes till I met a man that had no feet.
There you go, perspective.
Fuck yeah, bro. My granddad told me that. He's not my granddad. He's my missus' granddad. But fuck, man, he's my granddad. You know,
of course.
Like I've been with my missus for 9 years now, and this guy played a huge part in me getting clean as well. So he's a very, very, very smart man, and he's like he holds the number 4 position for the smartest mathematician in Australia to this day. Yeah, fucking oath, the guy's a weapon with numbers, and he's what made me realize that numbers don't lie. So everything that's numbers is truth, right?
Yeah, it's math.
And
the world is math.
The universe is math. Space is math. Everything is math.
Mm-hmm.
And then so if you apply that to your addiction and your recovery, you can create this space for yourself where you live in a controlled environment, but you slowly open those doors up more and more and more and allow things in at your own pace.
Yes.
Create the life that you want to live. Don't do what other people tell you to do because that's what they think or they want you to do. Follow your heart, follow your soul, and follow your spirit. You know what I mean?
That's so true. But it's hard. It's not easy to get to that place where you trust yourself.
Nah,
because but for obviously being addicted, you
make bad decisions.
You have made bad decisions. So it's really hard to start believing in yourself and that old, like you have to get rid of that old.
Flush the toilet.
Flush the toilet.
Get rid of the shit.
Burn the boats.
Yeah.
Burn the boats, man. You don't want to go back there anymore, man.
You have to scuba dive through muddy waters to see the clear, don't you?
Exactly. And then, but yeah, I've got my fucking train of thought there.
I keep forgetting my train of thought too. I think we're having such a good conversation that I don't want it to be limited by just a question list, you know what I mean? I think it's come to the point where the question list is gone now. Like I'm not going with it anymore because it keeps chopping and changing the intervals. But I want to ask you where you see yourself in 5 years.
I am a filmmaker, documentary. Yep. I've got so many ideas for documentaries at the moment. At the moment, I am making a documentary about American Muay Thai.
Yep.
I've just come back from around the world, just collecting Muay Thai stories. The whole thing unfolded. I just took a fucking risk, Gaz. I took a risk of because I really wanted to. I believe in myself.
Yeah.
I believe that I am a filmmaker, and I wanted to give this storytelling, filmmaking a go. So what I did this year is I went to the WBC Muay Thai tournament in Verona.
Yep.
Just to go. It was about what the WBC was. This was the beginning. The premise was about what the WBC is doing for Muay Thai around the world.
Yep.
And then that changed. Had a fallout with my producer. She came to and then that changed to because I'd seen what USA Muay Thai was doing, and they were fucking killing it. They are the best in the world. I was second. So I was traveling to America anyway, and then I traveled through America just to get interviews of America. Then I picked up another producer, and he said, "There's no arc in the story. There's like just it's all love for American Muay Thai.
Yep.
There's got to be an arc." And I said to him, he goes. Then I thought to myself, I could be that arc. So I did this thing called the MDL, which is the MDL is called the Muay Thai Development League, which is the catalyst of why American Muay Thai, and also this thing called the TBA, the Thai Boxing Association. They are the two organisations that are really lifting America to the standards. So I'm going to be competing in both of these tournaments.
Nice.
And then can a 55-year-old, 56-year-old man fight in his first fight? So there's my story. It could be the story. The story could be about me, about my adversities.
Yep.
I've got neuroscientists on board as well. Can my head take punches? Yep. I've got coaches. So it's about that. It's about that journey. It's about you're never too old, never too late. You're never too fat.
Nice.
It's never too. So that's where I can see myself. This is the documentary I'm making at the moment. I go back to America next year to finish it off. But I've got so many docos that I can because I work in the music industry as well. The music festival industry. So I got ideas for that.
Yeah, sweet.
There's ideas, mate. Major. This is going to be a big one. But That'll come out soon.
Yeah.
You'll hear
Don't
about
say
that.
it. Yeah.
I won't
Nice
say
work.
it, but you know. And then just other music documentaries about Perth.
Nice
and
work.
like, mate, so many.
So this man is. Tell us your social page first before I speak.
I've got a thing called I've got a page called WA Muay Thai WA_Muay_Thai_ media.
Fucking Instagram.
Instagram, and then all the links in the bio for
Everything
the YouTube.
else. Yep.
I've got a podcast called Striker Chat.
Yep.
I produce another podcast called Full of What Podcast. These are both Muay Thai podcasts.
Yep.
I do reels. For fight shows, I interview fighters for fight shows. That's what I do. And
Get around him, people. Get around him. If you're in Perth and you're a media production person or you want to know what's going on with anything to do with what you just heard, go on my page or go on Bodie's page. You'll find both of us on
You'll find Bodie and Kerry.
Yep. You got me.
Oh, no, I'm a shit stirrer, fuck.
Nah, it's good, man.
No,
I am too.
Yeah.
So the youth. The youth. We need to speak about that. We need to...
Not in a pedophilic type of way.
No, we need to get it out there about the help that basically, I mean, you can get it here at Monsters Inc. Come on down, bring the kids in. They're going to train with a mind state that's positive, disciplined, no excuses.
I'll just tell you, Muay Thai. Muay Thai was the major catalyst of me and my addiction. So a lot of people in my situation, a lot of people in Muay Thai, we have a saying: Muay Thai saved our lives. It gave us a sense of belonging, gave us discipline, gave us direction, gave us belief. It gave these are all the things that Muay Thai have given me. So I give back. This is why I give back to the community, and mate. If you're in a low addiction, the first cup, mate, it's going to be hard to do just to get there. Do that. Get there. I reckon, mate, Muay Thai, if you want that sense of belonging, if you want some discipline, just start off with a beginner's Muay Thai class.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, for sure. I recommend it. The fitness, the sense of belonging, the fun, the camaraderie.
So you're a part of something bigger as well. You're not just you're not just fighting you in a bag doing kicks and stuff.
No.
Like this is proper.
It's a community.
Yeah, fucking oath.
You know, I've travelled around. I'm lucky enough to travel the world for to meet many in this community, and the undercurrent is the love and the empathy and the.
I think that's why I connect
the acceptance of Muay Thai.
I think that's why I connect and gravitated to it so naturally without trying to.
Yeah.
Michael, who trains here at Monsters Inc., was a really good friend of mine growing up.
Yeah.
And he put me onto James, which obviously...
Yeah,
man. And now James has put me onto you, and then sort of the way you're talking, I'm sure this isn't the last time me and you will meet and do stuff together.
More, mate.
But the fucking love that comes out of these communities is... Man.
You know what spins me out about the community the most?
What's that?
These cunts are fucking killers, bro.
These
guys are fucking killers. They could walk. They could kill you. But no. But the love and the fucking respect and the empathy, you would say this guy couldn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
But they can.
Yeah.
But this is the thing about humans, benevolence. You know, we're all capable to fucking kill people, but we have love and benevolence in us, mate. So that's why we don't fucking do it.
And then there is the psychopathic ones out there that just do not have any form of empathy.
Nothing behind their fucking eyes, mate. The sharks.
Yeah, it's true what they say, man. The eyes are the window to the soul.
Yes, mate.
I really do believe that.
I believe that. I look at people's eyes. When I meet people and I shake their hand, and I always look into their eyes. And if they fucking turn their head, I'll go, what are you doing there, bro? What are you doing there, cuz?
And a handshake is fucking important too, isn't it? Like you shake someone's hand and they sort of like, if they over squeeze my hand, I'm like, what are you doing?
Exactly. It's like, more of a fucking ego thing.
Yeah, like why are you trying to be so rah? Like, I just met you, man. I don't care. I mean, fuck. But I mean, on the back of our conversation here today, I think we've touched on quite a lot of stuff without actually having a set out podcast. We sort of just,
I did
a few questions.
But we went off topic a little bit. We
sort of came back and
crossed back in. It might sound all right. I don't know. Let's go. I'm sure it will.
It'll be fine, mate.
It'll be fine. But mate, I've had a fucking ball.
Yeah,
I really did, mate. I really want to do more things for the youth of Perth. Yep. Look, being in Perth, we've had the drug culture here in Perth is quite.
It's rampant, man.
It's rampant. You know, because we're miles away from everybody else. We're the most isolated city in the world. We breed when we do everything different here in Perth. You know, our fashion's a bit different. Our fucking music's a bit different. Our Muay Thai's a bit different, and so is our drug taking. It definitely is a bit different. So I've got a whole heap of mates that are like us.
Yeah,
and that we really want to give back to. Like we're lucky to come out of this.
Fuck yeah.
You know, we're lucky to I'm fucking, mate.
Can you speak off that? Can you tell us how lucky we are?
Dude, fucking, man, I'm living the best life I've ever had.
Fuck yeah. I can see that in your eyes.
You know what I mean? I'm traveling I get to travel the world.
Yep.
I get to go to big fucking Muay Thai shows. I'm associated. I don't want to big name myself, but I've put myself from where I've come from 1989, bro.
Yep.
From the whole of the 90s of being addicted, of being that loser, of scrimping and saving and hocking my shit and whatever, doing
shitty old cars that always break
down and fucking to where I am today. It can happen.
So consistency, kids.
Consistency.
For the young, you know, you said at the start, you always believed that you were going to be what you are now.
Yeah.
And you consistently believed that, didn't you?
I did consistently believe that, and I've really in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Since I've been back in Perth, I come back in just after COVID. So since I've been back in Perth, I've really pushed.
Fuck yeah.
And quantum manifested. Yeah. Let me tell you about quantum manifesting. If you know about quantum manifesting?
Please tell me. Please.
So manifesting, basically I give you the bro fucking science about manifesting. So manifesting is about you wanting something.
Yep.
And
putting it out there.
Yeah, no. Grabbing it and wanting it to come to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Quantum manifesting is you are there. You're putting your central nervous system thinking that you are. So I'm a filmmaker. Mm-hmm. I say, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to make documentaries. No, I am a filmmaker. I think of myself with abundance. I think I'm not the richest person in the world, you know, but I live in a world of abundance. Money seems to always fucking fall in my pocket. I seem to get jobs. For example, I was in Texas, and I was because I work music festival, so I work seasonal, so I'm eating into my fucking savings. Yeah. So I use my savings to do the world travel.
Yep.
The world tour. I looked at my bank account. I was going, oh fuck, oh jeez.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit low. You know, I got to start fucking saving. I got to start, really, really tightening the belt here on trip. And I went, fuck it. Who gives a fuck, man? You know, whatever. You know, I'll just spend. Don't worry about it. And then the next day, 2 days later, looked at my bank account.
Yep.
And there was a big whole bunch of cash in there.
Yep.
Someone helped me out. No, an organisation helped me out. They knew that I was doing the world trip, and they said they were gonna put some money. I didn't think they were gonna. I thought they were gonna put like about $500, $600 in there. Yeah, it was a big amount. So look, you just got to believe that that's going to happen. Yep. I wake up in the morning, I do these affirmations of I am abundance, I am resilience,
nice,
I am love.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Those three things I say, I put my hand on my heart when I'm in the ice bath, and I say those for 3 minutes.
Yep.
And look, it might be woo-wooey, you might think this guy's fucking crazy, but it seems to be working for me.
I speak to myself all day, every day.
Yeah.
I talk to myself like I'm two people. It doesn't bother me anymore. I used to be like, whatever, that's me.
Monologuing is fine.
Yeah.
But if you start like going, I should be doing, if I do it like that, then that's going to do it like that, and we could do it like that. But if you go, oh, Bhoondi, you should do it like that, and then go, yeah, you're right, Bhoondi, and then start talking to yourself, then you're fucking mad. But it's okay to monologue.
Don't follow my advice, people. All right, so we'll ask you one last question.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a deep one, but I'll ask it to you.
Yep, go.
So if you could walk up to yourself on your 21st birthday with a piece of paper and it had one piece of information that you know about life right now.
Self-awareness.
Nice. Yep.
If I was to go back and talk to my younger Bhoondi and had one piece of advice, be more self-aware of yourself.
Yeah, right.
You know? Mm-hmm. Know who you are. Know what your limitations are. Know what your strengths are.
Yep.
You know, it's fucking hard, but that, I think, knowing what like I always, when I have a thought, I always think, why am I thinking that? Because I'm self-aware of fucking, you know, why?
It's a part of recovery, isn't it? You learn to think or you protect your own thoughts with another thought that's saying, why are you thinking on that negative track, you know?
Yeah. You can always pull yourself up, but self-awareness.
Yep.
Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, you know? Mindset is it's
a big part of it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's one piece of positive advice that you would give to someone in addiction around mindset?
Fucking positive advice.
Yep.
About mindset.
Yep. What's one positive thought or thing that you can pass on to a young kid?
But what I'm going to say, this applies to most things in life.
Yep.
Consistency. If you're going to work on your mind, if you're going to work on your fucking mind, there are books out there about mindset. You know, I listen to a guy called Rob Dial.
Yep.
Every morning. He's called the Mindset Guru.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you listen to mentors, man. Listen to people that know more than you.
Well, that's the only way we can learn is
exactly.
Yeah.
But you have to just listen to experience.
Nice. Draw the experience, draw the connection from someone else's story and incorporate it into your own life and make it applicable for you.
Someone else's mistakes, always. Because a mentor will collapse time for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to get to, you know, you're at A, you want to get to B, a mentor will collapse that time quickly because he'll alleviate all the mistakes that you need to go through.
You know who Hayes the Huntsman is, though?
Who?
You know Hayes the Huntsman, eh?
No, not really. No.
He's a bare knuckle boxer, man. And he's just my brother. Yeah. I listened to a podcast of him speaking with Rob and that on Better Bloke. Bro, the way he speaks about the youth that train at his gym and how they still have a group chat even though the gym's been closed for like 2 years.
Yeah.
That connection with those boys, man. And like, I'm pretty sure if I remember rightly, he lost the first fight. So they're all seeing him lose. And then so that just gave him that burning desire to show them all that you don't give up and it created this connection with the man. And just to hear him speak about that, bro. I always have my noise cancelling headphones in at work, man, just cheer. Like, that's why I love podcasts, man. I fucking love it, man.
I can love them too, bro.
And it's just so powerful to hear him say, like, I had this gym and I've closed it for 2 years, but those guys that we used to run with, those guys that we used to fight with and hold pads, we all still talk. They still it's so
you're bonding
beautiful,
that because fighting, combat sport creates oxytocin as well, so you have that bond.
Yep.
Fuck.
That's a good episode, actually.
One thing of what I did, I had one thing about addiction. Like if you're still recovering from addiction, it's okay to regress, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. When you do, like, here's probably my best advice then, for recovering addicts. It's okay to regress. It's okay to make mistakes. Just don't fucking be hard on yourself.
Learn from them and grow.
Yeah. Don't be hard on yourself when you do stick that needle in your arm or whatever you do. Whatever your fucking poison is. Don't be hard on yourself, bro, because we all make mistakes. Just acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. Because those days will, like I said, days will be for you to get further and further and further apart.
Yep.
And those moments will only be moments, not days, weeks, or months.
Nice one, man. We'll end the podcast there because that's a great way to end it out. But
yeah,
for everybody that's listening, give this man a follow on social media.
Thank you.
For everybody that sees me collab with him, please give me a follow.
Yes, you'll see more collaborations.
Yep. And if you have gained any knowledge or experience or anything from this podcast, please give both of us a message. Follow us on YouTube as well. We're both on YouTube as well.
Yes.
So there's lots of platforms. All platforms, whatever you're on, there'll be some form of help.
You're going to get me on TikTok, aren't you, mate? You're going to help me with my TikTok account?
Fucking oath, we're going to get busting, bro.
Busting.
TikTok is my playground, man.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you for listening, guys. Hey, that's the Roadcaster. Hey, all right, everybody. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week for episode number 17 after this
17? Fuck, you are killing it, bro.
Fucking oath I am.
Jesus, I've only done...
Dude,
I've been doing my podcast for like 2 years. I'm only 36 in. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You've done more than me.
Nice work.
Oh, you're getting there. Love you. See ya. Love you. Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Come back.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank...
We'd like to thank James at Monsters Inc. for letting us record a podcast in his gym. This will be a fucking funny reel, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, James.
Cheers, everybody. Get around Monsters Inc. as well. These guys have got a family-based gym, and there is no one is going to get turned away at the door here. This is straight out help, betterness, and mindful strength. So thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
Stay safe and stay sober.
Bye-bye.
Punhos firmes, foco no olhar, no calor do ringue, é hora de lutar. O Muay Thai é mais que combate.